Stay the course though. There it goes. See what I mean? Like, how did I kill him so fast this time? This one was a bit of an RNG one. Like, there's no way you die 8 times in a row and then you kill him in 20 seconds without taking a hit. It's just like, I don't know. Anyway. Sekiro. Mighty. Try and get some early momentum against him. Oh, again, I keep thinking I can just sidestep those, but I can't. His posture gauge... Oh, fuck. His posture gauge in Form 2 is not too bad. It comes down quick, but it's not that hard to actually build it up. How do you even dodge that one? I've dodged it once or twice. Maybe I have to do more of a leap to the side instead of a step dodge. Step dodge doesn't cover much distance. But I think, truth be told, I have to not use Spirit Emblems on Form 2 either. I think that's the only way. Because I've still got 2 more Death Blows after that one. So. But yeah, Genichiro is fitting to me more at this stage at my current kind of skill level, ability level. It's a bit of a RNG job. Alright, Mr. Sword Saint. No, you see, I tried to jump there, didn't work. Ooh. He usually does 2 of them at once. That's me. You can see. Trust me to find the one boulder here that affects my visibility. He's got that sort of sneaky speed where his movements are so graceful and nice that you know he's fast, but you don't think he's that fast. At least in that, like his usual sort of sword swipes, but he's just very fluid and graceful, but also incredibly quick. The way he fights is awesome, I have to say. Like, I've got to respect that. He's such a prick with that little, like, that tiny, it's the final bit of his range that ends up getting me. And he blocks so many of your hits, it's purely like, it's a pure posture fight. Again. No. But I'm starting to get closer to staggering his second form. I did get a Mikiri counter on him, which was something. But yeah, can't give up that resurrection to Genichiro. Like, just cannot do that under any circumstance. There's no way. Like, if I have a 1% chance of being Isshin, it falls to 0.1% if I take that resurrection. Just not gonna happen. Oh no! His counter punches are so unpredictable. Fuck him for that. Just never clear when he's gonna do it. Always ends up nicking that stupid resurrection. Fuck off. It's like, just don't do that one annoying shit. Oh, I feel like I sidestepped that. I feel like in general, sidestepping just doesn't work well against him. And yeah, that basically. But I don't really know what to do instead. That one's a Mikiri counter, that's what you gotta do for that one. It's so instinctive for me to do that dodge. I know I'm not supposed to do it, but I can't help myself. That's what I'm supposed to do. Not for that one. You see what I mean? It's like there's always something different to think about every time. Good lordy. Good lordy. And this is what I mean, like, if I had another resurrection, I'd have more time in the second form to actually practice and learn things, but the margin for error is so small because I'd taken that resurrection already. Okay, that's better. That's what I need. Okay, here we go. Go. Oh, he does that. He's really hunting you down now. Good lordy. Right, let's just reset for a second. I don't know what that is. Yep. Didn't know what that movie was. It's so hard to get away from that. No. He literally like does 87 different movesets in one. It's nuts. Don't have a chance. I can't get away from that. So blocking those gunshots also doesn't give you any benefit, like posture-wise. A bit shite. Yeah. So I think Genichiro is supposed to be easy. I think Death Blow 1 is supposed to also be easy. And then in that spear form, that's when everything truly begins, because things just get nuts after that. The second form's definitely disheartening. Yeah, this battle's really starting to show its teeth now. Ooh-wee. Gonna be a long day. I'm pretty certain it's gonna be multiple sessions. It was the same with Melania. I do think people rate Isshin up there alongside Melania. And well, first time round in Elden Ring, I could not defeat Melania. Just couldn't do it. I think I spent maybe 4 hours on it total, and I just couldn't do it. So we'll see. No. None of that. Completely misread all of that stuff. That's my fault. So soon we will get to the stage where my initial commentary kind of energies run out. I've said all version of things that I can say, and it's going to be maybe even just headphones off, just like sit and try to beat these guys over the next few hours or whatever. I think I have a maximum about 3.5 hours today to try and do it. Yeah, I have 2 resurrections now, but for that, like an attempt has to be like the one for that to happen. Got it. Gotta do better. Jump that. Jump it. Jump it. Jump it. You gotta jump it. Yeah, the momentum you need against this guy is rough. Jump it. No, just jump it. Please, for the love of God, just jump it. Okay, I'll still do. Yeah, gotta be jumped. There's no other way. Like, I can't, it's very hard for me to get a read on what he's doing. And he hunts you down, like, so horribly in this form. Wait, why don't I have an extra resurrection? I got... I just want to see, of his own accord, does he end up doing, like, the big charge-up move here when he's chasing you? So sprinting is just enough to stay out of his reach. Like, just. That's how quick he is. And that's how much range he has, because Sekiro sprints fast. Look how close he is to me. And the second you try and go for him, he's ready for you. So, I think this one, I think it's like full-on countering. I think you've got to counter stuff. And that will probably give a big like posture boost if you can do it. Okay, well, at least... See, it's funny, I literally talked about, oh, maybe this is a form where countering is the best, so you just wait for those like red opportunities, and then maybe you can pull off a Mikiri counter and something, and then literally for like 30 seconds he did none of it. So it's like, okay, maybe not. Because I would say the first form of Isshin, it's relatively easy to keep the pressure up on him, but that second form with so much sweeping spear action and then the gun and the sword, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to keep the pressure on him in that one yet. Nope, gonna have to keep giving it up. No. I know I can do better than that. It's also, I think, just hard to get a read on. Sometimes, basically the one where I got to his next form, again, I had this phase where I just went bang, 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 like literally L1, R1, L1, R1, like 4 times in a row, and it built like half his posture gauge. So sometimes you try and do that, and then he has the second hit, and you can't interrupt in between, so that doesn't work. So it's very like... You have to be much more reactionary than you think. Yeah, that one I realized I can get out from. You have like 3 options usually to get out of any given situation. Sometimes it seems like 1, but there I think a well-placed dodge could also have worked. And so it's like, it's almost sometimes, it's like a gambling game to know which one you need. That time it was a thrust. See, it was 2 jumps in a row and then it was a thrust. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. There's one mistake there. One mistake. If I had pressed circle instead of X, I would have seen the next form. And that's the tight margins. So the jump one works really well. So when he does like the Ashina cross type move, deflect plus jump works beautifully and you dodge it very consistently. But then when he does the thrust move, because you're already in that sort of muscle memory mode where you're pressing X to dodge it, you press X. So learning to kind of... Made a mistake. I'm still trying to explain stuff. As if I actually know what I'm doing. As if I have the faintest idea what I'm doing. I have to do that, like that's... I have to learn to do that. It's like, it's do or die. For that, you have to do it. Fuck you, man. Not resurrecting still. It's not worth it. We're going to need all the resurrections we can get. Once we start getting some serious attempts going here, probably take another hour or 2 before I can start to more consistently beat the first 2 death blows without it being much of a problem. Then I'm going to need it. Maybe for like the final death blow I need to be resurrected like twice, 3 times. And then use a statue. Whatever it takes. I hate that delay. That delay is mean. It's a mean fucking trick of the game because he holds that kind of... He pulls his sword back and he holds it for half a second. So you see him pull back, you know it's a thrust coming, you hear the sound cue, and your brain just hits that circle button because that's the right thing to do. Except it's not. So that move is a bitch, and I hate it. It's cheeky. I wouldn't call it unfair, it's just mean. I think the sound cue is the thing that puts me off the most. Whenever I hear that and I see something thrusty. Made the same mistake I did before. That's fine. I'm nowhere near. Okay. Huh? Okay, that time it felt like my L1 didn't even register there. Whatever, just die. Just die, mate. Forget it. You're losing a resurrection against Genichiro and dying that quickly. You're wasting your time resurrecting there. But to me it's just fascinating the way the brain, over enough repetition, starts to learn and understand what to do in a given situation where it happens subconsciously. I can say to myself as many times as I want, like, you know, this first move is very obvious just because it's the first move of the fight. But a lot of stuff I'm just like, it doesn't matter what I say to my brain, it's like it just has to do it and it has to learn by doing it. Yeah, same again. You see, that move, doesn't matter how many times I tell my brain that you're not supposed to do that, it just doesn't understand. Like, there's no other way around it. And you're seeing those set of moves, whatever happened there. Like, again, just a bad RNG run here. Somehow survived. Can't remember the last time I beat him without giving away resurrection. It's been like 10 times in a row at least. Very funny. See, that time I got a jump dodge in, which is rare. Yeah, this form, like, once you start to get the hang of things, it's genuinely not that bad. This form is a mystery to me at the moment. Yeah, that move there is horrible. Okay, that was something. Whoa, it went behind him? Yeah, at least I'm kind of somewhat defending against the move. Oh, he pulls it back as well. That's so rude. I'm going to resurrect here just so I can spend more time with this form. I think I need to do that. I'm going to mess with him a little here. Did oil like deflect back onto myself? Maybe that's the secret of this form. You're supposed to do it with damage alone. I want to do the jump move again. Yeah, that one. Ooh. His ability to hunt you down is absolutely insane. It's rare you encounter bosses that are that good at doing it. Alright, got him again. But you can see, I mean, it in real terms it's not really helping that much. But I'm just kind of trying my best to sneak away to get into the next form. Yeah, of course he's going to do that. Of course he is. Oof, there was literally no delay there at all. This man is insane. We've run out of stuff. Now, in these situations, you've got things like rice, if you really wanted it. You've got divine grass, if you really wanted it. But I assume divine grass is a one-time use. So... it was worth a try. It was worth a try. Worth a try. I wasn't too far off in that form, and I started to learn a few things at least. Obviously, part of why I played that way was just to try and see if maybe that's a different strategy. So for that particular form, you're better off trying to take the damage, like take the health bar instead. Wasn't the case, but I do think it was worth a try. I want to check divine grass. Can it be farmed? Okay, so just to confirm, as I understand it, you cannot farm these. So this is, again, like, if you've literally made it towards the end of Isshin, you are that close to getting a win, and you really need that final sort of heal, or 2 or 3, then I guess you can use those. But, well, 1, I guess, because it's 1 per kind of usage. Basically, I can sort of run indefinitely from Isshin's second form. So I wonder if it's a bit of a thing to poison and run. But I think ultimately it's still going to come down to good old-fashioned deflection, timely dodging, kicking his ass. And sometimes he just has phases where he does the lamest, shittest moves, and it makes it look easy. Anyway, back to this guy we go. Ah, that was bad, sorry. But I'm generally much more confident against this guy than I was before. Even if things like that are happening. I'm not as worried about him. But that second form is... pretty horrendous. He completely... Yeah, as you can see, the points are not working too great. Just trying to generate a window to heal. You can see him. But yeah, if anyone was curious about poison, no. Poison's not happening. We would always resurrect on the second form. But look at where he's standing. He just knows. Of course he knows. Wouldn't be much of a Lord Isshin if he didn't know. Can't see. Huh? That one I can dodge. There you go. I don't have much left in the tank, but finally. Yeah, of course we're going to go for the counter now. I got blocked. Okay. Well, we made it to the final form for the first time in just over an hour or so. Okay. There's hope. I thought, honestly, in that form he would use lightning more. And I was kind of banking on to what extent can you basically run from him and bait out the lightning move, and then when that happens, then you have a chance. But getting through the first two forms that cleanly obviously gave me a much better opportunity to do something for the remainder. Yeah. Also, the attempt where I did see his final form, I wasted a lot of stuff on Sabimaru. I just tried to see if it was going to help, but as usual, any kind of using your thing to create damage, it just doesn't work. Yeah, I feel like the lion's share of the work in that one is basically dealing with the spear. Like, yes, he does have the gun and he has the sword as well, but I think the spear, if you can deal with the big attacks from that one, I think then you're in with a shot. So I think, again, the whole fight, obviously saying hesitation is defeat. I think you have to just push forward all the time. Basically all the time. Yeah. I can keep up with this form now, that this form is okay. It just comes down so fast. Yeah. Oh, the pullback. The pullback. Don't want to get pulled back like that. Yeah, the third form, there's no fluidity, there's no tightness, there's no predictability. Like, what I was doing to Genichiro in the first form, I'm starting to do it a bit more to Isshin in his first form. So, that's how, like, you can see pieces are coming together, but it's taking a decent number of reps to do so. Yeah, okay. I tried a bit too hard there. Dude is doing his best Gammon impression. Yeah. I struggle sometimes with knowing if he's going to put in one more or is he not. Yeah, I can't keep it up unless... it's just shit, man. His gauge just runs out too fast. Just runs out too fast. Got to do it all, like, you've got to be so fucking tight, like, tight, and you cannot let up for a second. This combat is so good. It's annoyingly good. Like, the way everything feels so kind of almost disjointed and random and all over the place and stuff. Like, the more you do the fight, the more you get experience, you start to see it. Like, it's funny because one thing, it's going to be a bit of maybe a weird comparison, but in anime, one thing that they do, which is kind of a classic trope of like ninjas and all that stuff, is like they basically have this whole thing of like the best fighters, they're able to kind of see things, right? It's all about speed and seeing things, and it's like for example in Naruto, you have like the Sharingans and all that stuff. Like, there's just a whole thing of like the fastest, the best people can kind of see things that others can't. And when you kind of play these type of games, you understand a little better exactly what they mean by that thing. So the more experience you get, the game literally slows down. It's almost like you gain a Sharingan. And everything that kind of didn't make sense before starts to come together. And the game slows down for you. It's really interesting. Wow, okay. Wow. Okay. Can I just leave it there? Can I just show people that and be like, look, this is how good a Sekiro player I am, guys. Trust me, I'm great at this game. You've got to believe me. I'm really good at this game. Yeah, I'm really good at this game. Trust me, guys. Basically, my whole posture just ran out there. My posture just got destroyed. There's so many back-to-back moves. One thing I want to do, like in this form, I need a little something more. Like, there's got to be something that can help me here. That's not like incredibly hard to farm, or like I still only have 14 of those. Maybe I need to pop one of those or something, I don't know. Yeah, so my posture's been broken, now I run. How's he getting away from that? It's rude. Alright, I need to buy myself a second here if I can. Oh, that was a sweeper. Just. At least I'm only getting hit on the way up. Huh? How? How is any of this happening? Damage is just enormous. I'm still gonna die here, but huh? Oh, I thought I counted that. I was up in the air. That's a shame. Hey, good attempt though. Good attempt.